What's up, rockers all across the world? I'm here with, I guess he's shredding himself into a nightmare across LA. I'm with Scotty of Hollywood Nightmare.
What's up, man?
The question
How
is,
are you?
does Scotty know? I mean, does Scotty
Does
really
not.
know?
He does not.
Wait, I hope you get that right.
Yeah, I get that jokes all the time.
Oh, okay, good, good. I don't know, man. It's like as we're getting into this like older, I'm like, damn, does people even remember that trip? Did anyone remember Euro trip? Scotty doesn't know. Like, come on, man. Like, it's like I'm starting to know the age barrier now when people don't know. What do you mean Scotty doesn't know? I'm like, never mind. I'll tell you when you're older.
Yeah, I feel like this that was like pretty popular for a 90s kid, and it just happened to be a last generation of that, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, come on, that one song, freaking like, bro, that's like such a great fucking riff. It's such a simple, iconic riff that it's the band's Lystra, and it's like that was their only hit they ever put out, but still, it's an iconic fucking hit.
Yeah, it was definitely like, the classics.
Dude, I wish someone would do a metalcore version of that. Like, that would be dope as fuck. A metal version of Scotty Doesn't Know. Bro,
That'd be so fucking interesting.
I've never heard anyone cover that song live, ever. I'm like, that would be sick. But whoever wants to do it,
Yeah.
maybe Nightmare will do it. Who knows? Maybe you guys will throw it in there for fun.
Oh, you just gave me an idea, you know?
Well, dude, Merry Christmas is approaching up the week before Christmas and the last 2 weeks of 2022. Fucking A, what a fucking roller coaster year.
I know, right? And on top of that, happy birthday to you as well.
Oh, dude, thank you. It was back in September, but that's also the same
Yeah.
month as your guys' sophomore album.
Yes, we just released our second album called Inferno in September, and so far it's been doing pretty good.
Yeah, like all like because it's your sophomore album, but everything on your top playlist, like on Spotify's top, their recommended picks, it's all from Inferno. So that's saying something. And one of you can see it. I don't know how often you check it on Spotify. When I was looking at it earlier today, freaking dude, like the Rain's got 11,000 hits. Freaking Supernova 16,000 in the beginning, 20,000 plays. Dude, those are some good numbers, man.
Thank you.
6,000 active monthly listeners. That's pretty what's up, dude.
Yeah,
Especially for you guys' first album only coming out in 2019. That's a fuck yeah.
definitely. That's definitely like a step up from our last album, and I'm pretty happy about the result. And you know, like there's only up from now on.
That's what everyone always wants to say, but sometimes bands go downwards and we're like, oh, I won't mention any names. I'm sure there's a band that we both know that I won't say that they've gone a downhill in the LA scene and they've gone to like the trap metal versus the like metal they were going. So I won't say names, but everyone kind of knows them in LA.
I
Um,
think I know who you're talking about, but yeah, I'm not gonna find out who that is.
but yeah, dude, it's definitely a huge progression from the first debut album. Like, dude, like I would say this when I was listening to it, it was like, man, this gives me such like early, maybe mid 2000s freaking metalcore vibes, like of Mice and Men, Devil Wears Prada, Asking Alexandria back in their fucking screamo days. Like, dude, this was giving me that remembrance of those times.
Awesome. And that's exactly the direction we're looking for this album.
Or like "Woe Is Me," and they're coming back like, "Yo, you guys would be a perfect supporting tour with "Woe Is Me" right now. That would be fit perfectly."
Okay. Yeah. I can totally see that.
Just from during my time frame and hearing those lyrics, and it's just like you're having so many fucking gallops, the great harmonizations of the riffs and behind it. It's just like it was awesome. It was refreshing to hear it. Everyone's trying to do too much. Either everyone's going to go like the pop rock and maybe kind of the trap rock metal, or everyone's trying to go really radio friendly rock. No one's doing what you guys are doing, which is refreshing.
Well, thank you for that, and we'll keep doing that.
Oh, do you have some of your favorite tracks on the album that you like personally?
I think my favorite track to play live is Fade Out.
I was gonna say that was actually I fucking love that dude. That's a ripper.
Yeah, that's a party song for sure.
Dude, I gotta say I love the Haunted too, and in the beginning, the when I heard the Haunted, the riff in the beginning is fucking dope.
Thank you.
Are you guys in drop B, maybe drop A?
Yes, we are in drop A, and we have two primarily tunings. One is in drop A, the other one is in drop C, and occasionally we do something in like I don't know, double drop D sharp.
Damn. So you got that Digitech dropper right there, huh?
We do.
I think was it did our buddy Tommy play with you guys one time?
He did.
He brought that up to me. He's like, "Yo, dude, I was playing when we were in double drop D sharp." I was like, "What the fuck, bro?" Hell yeah, man. That's what's up. At that point, man, you got to crank up the mids just to get some fucking good tone out of there.
I know, right? Like not too much distortion, but still keep the cleanness of that. Like I feel
Yeah,
like the lower that you tune your guitar, like the harder to create like the tone for you. Cause like once you get low enough, like probably below
sludge.
G, it's like very hard to get a good tone out of it.
Yeah, man. That gain knob maybe goes up to two. Have like no overdrive, getting everything from there, dude, and busting up the trim and the fucking mids just to get the punch through. I because it's like some of my favorite bands, like Knock Loose, Bad Omens, Kublai Khan. They're all down there. They're all pretty much from A to G and G sharp. So they have that fucking sludgy tone, and
Seven string all the way.
or a good baritone, man. I'm a sucker. I like seven strings, but dude, there's some gnarly baritones. Like
Baritones,
Ryan,
really.
Ryan from Motionless in White. He uses only a six-string baritone. He's like ESP endorsed.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
I have never owned a baritone guitar ever, but I know the Squire company they made a baritone guitar like a couple years ago, and it sold out just like literally within the first couple of days.
They've had their re-peak. I like baritones and more in the sense I feel like they have a thicker sound versus a seven string. Like I don't know, it has a very deeper tone to it, and just in personal taste. I love baritones myself. I have one baritone and then I have one seven string, but I still love using the baritone. But it's personal choice. Like everyone has their own thing they like. But I think everyone can agree the lower you go, you got to have active pickups, dude.
Yeah, a lot of that and gate, noise gate.
Fuck yes. Yeah, because you can get so much fucking string noise coming out of there, and even put the freaking little harness tape around it on top of it, man. Uh,
Gotta do whatever you can to, deliver the best sounding.
but like it just go. We'll get a little more gear talk, but like, how do you guys feel you've changed? From your first album, Scary as Fuck, to Inferno. Like, how do you see like you and the band and musicians change between the two?
I mean, like one thing for certain is like there's some lineup changes within the band, and this new lineup have a completely new elements and just a lot of new things to offer to songwriting, and yeah, I guess like it's been almost 3 years since we dropped anything new, and we just want to step up the game. And I mean, during the time that we practice as well, and everybody has been getting better as much as you play.
Yeah,
But yeah, it kind of shows in Inferno because like everybody is being more creative, and we tend to think outside of the box, and definitely wants to like top the first album in every ways that we can.
yeah. I think you definitely guys did. In now knowing like you've had a whole lineup change and going forth, then you can sense the difference between the albums, but in a positive direction.
Definitely.
Um,
Yeah.
oh,
Sorry.
Oh no, I was gonna say, who'd you guys go for recording, producing, and all that stuff for this?
Um, I for the last album we went with Eric Mata, which is our friend, longtime friend since 2017. And ever since we produced the first album, I learned a lot from him, including like recording and producing.
Yeah,
So this album for Inferno, I produced the instrumental with the band, just ourselves, and we added everything ourselves. And then we went to Eric again for doing the vocal production and mix and mastering.
good, nice. Like he did a freaking kill. His guitar tones that he dialed you guys in awesome. Did you guys go for? Were you doing actually two heads and bringing your own shit in, or were you guys doing all kind of like DI digital using plugins?
It's all DI digital with plugins.
Nice. What plugins were you guys using?
I believe it's a Neuro DSP. The
Yeah,
Go
that's what's up, dude. I'm all about that Gojira Neuro DSP.
That's probably like the best metal plugins for guitar players. Just nowadays, I'm pretty sure like every single guitar players that's in this metalcore thrash metal genre, like they have to have Neuro DSP in their computer, you know?
It's either that or using the STL tones, like the tone
That
hub that they
too.
have. Yeah, because like I know a lot of people love using the Andy James pack for their stuff. I've never tried it. As soon as I tried, I did a trial of the Gojira. I was like, all right, done. Take my money. I'm just using this.
I know, like they're making a lot of like good products, and I purchased like Dark Glass for bass.
Yeah,
Consensus plugin is probably like the essential for Hollywood Nightmare songwriting.
dude. Tommy has a dark glass he uses for live, and that thing is fucking killer, man.
I know, I heard that shit like when he was playing with Santa Cruz and his bass tone was like in your face.
Yeah, it was props. Even when we were, because I TM with Santa Cruz and we were out in Mexico on the Hell in Heaven Fest, and even at a festival line, like you can fucking hear that bass. So dude, that thing is savage.
I bet. How was that whole experience with Santa Cruz?
Man, it was. I mean, so Archie's one of my best friends, and so I've been helping TM them for their shows out here, and then out in Mexico, and then a bunch of their runs when they did out in New York, and that weekend was literally hell in heaven. Like it was the coolest experience in the world. We at the end of the day, it's a funny fucking story because we went through a lot of hell just because the festival management really took like they treated us like shit. If you weren't the
Oh
two main
shit.
bands playing that night, they didn't give a fuck who you were. Like even Butcher Babies, While She Sleeps, Cradle of Filth was treated like shit. There were so many big name bands that were not main stage acts that were treated like shit. And Metal Injection put out a great article discussing the hell of what was happening at this festival, and they nailed it on the head for it. It was crazy, awesome, but it was fucking hell. Best way to
Man,
put it all.
that's rock and roll, man.
But let's go with a little history, knowing that you guys, you had a lineup change. You said, are you an OG member and everything from day
I
one?
am. I am the OG member, and me, the drummer, and our current singer, three of us were the OG member since 2018.
Then how'd you guys
And
find each other? And how'd you guys come up with Hollywood Nightmare? And how'd you secure it too? That's a sick name that surprisingly no one's got.
well, the funny story is none of us is actually from Hollywood. We came from all over the places, and we just happened to study at Musicians Institute.
Oh,
Me and
nice.
me and our singer Kyle, we met each other through class and just become best friends since college. And he left to Colorado for a while, and during that time, I started writing materials for Scary AF EP, and caught him whenever everything was recorded and mixed and mastered, I was like, "Hey, guy, you want to come out and shoot a music video with us?" And literally, the day of the music video shoot was the first time of the whole band actually meeting each other.
Oh, damn. So, like, were you guys for the first album, right? That's what you're talking about, music video for the first album?
Yes, and
So
we had a different singer at that time. Like he was one of our homie as well. He's from
okay.
MI.
So then basically then back then, were you guys just sending music back to each other digitally and recording and sending it?
Um, we live close to each other,
Okay.
so
So,
like
yeah. It
we
was
just
able
go
to
to
yeah,
each
okay.
other's place and just like start producing.
Nice. And then so how did the for the new guys coming in for this new chapter of Hollywood Nightmare, how'd you find them?
He's actually our previous bass player, and
Okay.
yeah, and he used to be in a band called Indecent Decay in Denver when he was in I say high school. Um, yeah, but he's a great singer, great songwriter, and he's probably the best frontman that I've ever played with in my whole life.
Yeah. He reminds me definitely like there's so many nuances that remind me of just like you guys have such a great, like I said, refreshing of the mid 2000s. Woe is me, 10 after 2, stuff like that of these bands, those classic bands, prime issues back in the day, stuff like that. Like that's such a good people don't we don't have that right now. And that's refreshing to hear. And his voice is really perfect for it.
Yeah, his voice is like very unique, and he pierces through the mix like very well.
Almost like a Austin Carlisle from Mice and Men too, like a good comparison.
Definitely.
Well, dude, she can. I guess we can go into then also talking about your rig. You're a shredder, man. What's your rig that you're using to play live at home? Or what's going on? What's the rig breakdown?
All right, so at home, I don't have anything fancy besides Neuro DSP and a shitty Line 6 spider cap.
Hey, bro,
But
there's no shame in that, man. No shame.
yeah, I mean, I actually like how it sounds coming out of Line 6 with the insane setting, and that's I don't know what it is. It sounds amazing.
It's like that meme where it has the Line 6 spider and it has like a fake Marshall in front of it and the sound guy miking up the Line 6. Hey, bro, if the
I
tone's
remember
sick,
that.
the tone's sick.
Yeah, I I have this pedal board called Head Rush. That's my gig board.
I've seen those before. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it has one input but has four outputs, two with quarter inch and two with XLRs. So usually I run my one of the quarter inch to the interface to our drummer's in-ear,
Yeah.
and the other one I'll send it to this PA monitor and just literally play it like that.
Oh,
Very
nice. Yeah,
easy.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
I have a
it's like
couple multi effects pedals like that too. They have four outputs, and I'll do the similar as well. It's technology, dude. It's beautiful. You don't have to bring a whole freaking half stack to go play a show. You can just go plug it
yeah,
straight into the PA.
yeah. Touring has been like very easy for us, like with all of these like technologies and stuff. Because me and my bass player, we both have the same rig, and literally everywhere we go to, like if the guy doesn't know, we're gonna have to explain everything to the sound guy, and that gets old.
It does, man. Especially like after I was gone on tour with Dead Posey for a month, and dealing with different sound people every fucking night. Some of them were amazing, and they knew automatically. Or they were young dudes. They're like, "Yep, I got you. I already know everything. We got your input list. We know what you're gonna do." To like some old 50-year-old dudes that have never heard of in ears in their entire life, don't not know how to hook it up. So it could be frustrating.
Yeah, but yeah, like it works well, and sometimes the venues provide caps. I'll just bring my
Back when
SPL,
so
like it's the little head,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
it's 180 watts, and it gets loud, and it will do
Dude,
the job.
dude, we're in such a great time as musicians with the amount of gear we have accessible to us to play live shows affordably.
Definitely, and it's like so much cheaper than like
Dude,
the
10 years
cast,
ago, 5 years ago.
yeah, I know. Like I can see us in the future, maybe one day that we can just like literally plug our guitars into an iPhone and plug it to a
Right?
PA
Just hook
system.
it up. Yeah, I got
There
my
you go.
iPhone right here. Here you go. Everything. Hold on. Let me open the second screen. It has my tracks ready. Well, you pretty much can because they have that whole iRig thing now that they have the attachments that you can hook it up to speakers and shit. So you kind of can already do it. And and it's crazy. So iRig, you can hook it to your phone and then you can hook it to an iPad, and then your iPad you can use it like a MIDI controller and almost like a foot pedal switch, and it has MIDI controller activation, so you can switch off things from your iPad.
Man,
Dude,
the
the
future,
future.
man.
But like, yeah, there's no like. I still love my tube heads. I got freaking like 4 tube amps. I love ripping loud as fuck. Maybe if it's a hometown show, I'll bring it and fucking just crank that fucker all the way up. But
Yeah,
going on the road, yeah, 100%. You can have an ergonomic rig, man.
definitely. Yeah, man. Like I used to be a very big like I had Ingo as well,
Yeah,
just to like have that tone behind you. But it's such a pain in the ass to carry them around and like load it
yeah.
up, especially for venues like Chain Reaction. Like they
Oh,
give you literally 15 minutes to set up and tear down, and like
yeah,
holy shit.
man.
So
Yeah, but that's at least it's a better. It's easier to freaking unload than the whiskey. Okay. At least they have that side door in the parking lot where it's ground level and they give you helpers to help you with that. At least it's so much easier to do in Chain. I love Chain. That's my OG baby.
okay.
Um, but what about guitar wise, dude? So I know we talked a little bit about offline. I saw you had an E2. Is that your only guitar you got, or do you have a couple others?
Yeah, I have my E2. I used to play that a lot, but I recently switched to Legator guitars because
Hey,
I love their I love the Hellas designs, and I have
yeah,
two of them.
dude. I love their. I've seen a bunch of their 7 strings and 8 strings, and they sound so freaking clutch.
Yeah, and I'll show you. So this baby
Hey, and Pink,
is
what's
the
up?
one. It's like hella pink, and it's like very light
Were
compared
you
to
using
my
that one
E.
of the music videos?
Um,
Or was it the white one, I think?
it's the white one, the
Okay.
white and blue one. But yeah, this is the 7 string, and this is my favorite guitar now.
It's funny. We all have those certain ones where it's like, as soon as even if it's like your first guitar and then you find a new one, like it just calls to you. You know it's your guitar.
Yeah, once you touch the neck, like you kind of know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's the same. I have one of my literally it called out to me. I traded for some gear on OfferUp. It's a pink SG that has like gold skull and crossbones all over it, and I knew it was for me. And as soon as I played it, I'm like, "This is my bitch," and it's the best thing I ever play live.
Yeah, it's definitely like one of the best things that happens to guitar player once you find like the guitar
Yeah,
just
that's
literally made for you, you know?
yeah, exactly, dude. What pickups do they have in those?
It's Fishman.
Oh fuck yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have yet to have a Fishman Enemy guitars, but my buddies that they all have them. They sound clutch. They're freaking gnarly.
Yeah, I like how it sound, and Lega Tour, they even their own pickup, they sound amazing as well.
I have everything that I have for active MGs. I have either the active 81s, because my ESPs, I have the like 2 black metals and they have the 81s, the single pickups. And then my other ESP, I got a white zombie one, the current Hammett signature. But they have the bone breakers, EMG bone
Okay.
breakers. Fucking gnarly. So sick.
I bet it's like hella sludgy once you plug that, shut in that
No,
shit.
not at all, man.
Huh?
Because I have it set up because it's a Floyd Rose, and but I had it whole set up to just go for drop A when I play with some other friends that they're all in drop A, and it's just like literally the best sounding ever in drop A.
Sure.
Everything. There's no the low end's fucking prime. You can hear it well enough. It's not distorted. It's not sludgy. The mids are super bright. It just everything is accentuated times 10.
Damn.
So I can't say nothing more about like I love the Bone Breakers. They're freaking those are prime.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that too. Like, because
It's cool. It's like
for,
there's dude pickups, man, change the game for everybody. That's like first you got to be a good guitar player, then you can change up all your pickups and your stuff for your tones and see what happens.
yeah, it's like customizing the guitar literally from like the guitar that you buy from the shop until the time that you go on stage is probably a completely different guitar
Yeah,
at that point.
you make it your own, man. Like I have the EC black metal, and it's like it's their clips with a single pickup, but it has Seymour Duncan blackened pickups, and they're just super bright. Like even when you go, even if you crank the bass up and like go on a low end, it's still like super bright. Like it's just really tight, and it's meant for I guess more death metal, that super fast pace, like more European style where everything is super bright in the riffs. And I want to change them out. I think I might do it for. Maybe I was thinking about doing it for some Fishmans just to try them out in there and see how it worked.
Well, when you do that, let me know how you feel like it.
Well, dude, as the year's coming up, I know you guys have a show coming up in January, like the first month of the year, man, to kick off 2023.
We do, and it's with the homies from Fate Destroyed.
Oh, no fucking way.
It's
Francesca, I
gonna
know
be a fun
Francesca,
one.
Chris, and all them, and then did you know Johnny and Roger and everybody else before they left?
Yeah. I know them, and actually, the previous bass player Nathan, he is the promoter for that one show.
Oh, that's fun. Oh yeah, Nathan Young. Yeah. I remember him. We long time ago, years ago, we did a whole feature with all of them back when the original. Then Ben, Levi, when he was still drumming for them because he's with Matriarchs, doing his stuff with them and some other band. If
Mhm.
you, he always has a hat. He's a bald headed dude.
I don't remember him, but everybody else, I have talked to them like back in the.
But they're all doing well. Freaking Johnny's with Living Dead Girl with Molly Reiner, something like that. And then Roger is funny. I'm friends with Upon a Burning Body. And then he posted it like, dude, I was got online, like I got picked up as being guitar tech and sound tech for Upon a Burning Body. I'm like, yo, I know those dudes. And I messaged them like, hey, I know this guy. So
Small
everyone
world.
knows small world, man. Music industry super small. What date is that January show?
It's January 22nd.
All right, I'm gonna fucking be there then.
Hell yeah.
Um, definitely want to support. I want to see you guys too. I know you guys have had a couple shows. And weren't you guys playing in San Diego recently too, or something like that?
We did.
Yeah.
That was the last show of this year, and we usually stay dark in December.
Well, now you guys are gonna kick off January freaking loud with a good show over whiskey.
Yes. And we're gonna play some new songs that's
Oh,
outside of Inferno, so
oh
that's like
shit!
very exciting for us.
Hey, that's what's up. Definitely stoked to see that, dude. Do you guys have any other release plans? Are you gonna go in for like a new single? Anything else on the pipeline coming up for 2023?
We're planning on making some new singles, and since we released the album already, we're gonna take it easy with the album making, but just focusing on each singles and just making the best out of them.
Heck yeah. Yeah, milk them out. It's the new way. Cup out of singles, do a music video, do guitar playthrough, stuff like that. You guys are pretty good about putting content out, so which is awesome.
Yeah, I enjoy doing that, and every time that we shoot a music video, we always have so much fun with that.
Yeah, it's cool. And like when people start like they show behind the scenes, you like doing showing the stuff, milk, besides just putting the music out video out, milk the content from it, do bloopers
Yeah,
showing you guys messing up and shit like that. People love that crap.
you gotta do like literally anything. Like literally, we have to act like you know those viral YouTubers. You
Yeah,
gotta
right.
do everything that they do.
Smoke and mirrors, people. Well, dude, it was awesome to meet you. Even though I'm sure we've walked past each other plenty of times because we know the same people and shit like that. Killer sophomore album. Love everything about it. Like I said multiple times. It's a refreshing 2000s core like sound. Fucking Chunk, No Captain Chunk, all those guys. I fucking love that tone. I miss those days. I wrestled a bear once when Courtney was back there. Like that was a good era of music in the mid 2000s.
Well, yes, thank you. And like I said, we're gonna keep making that, and everything is on the way of up from this point.
Hell
And
yeah.
I I'll see you at the whiskey.
Yeah, or if we run into each other, I'm always up in fucking LA doing something at somebody's show. I'm sure Tommy and I will be hanging out. We're gonna go to Vegas and doing some shit for New Year's with another buddy of ours. So if anything else, we're still gonna run into each other eventually. It's gonna happen. Well, guys, please stream the new album. Came out in September. This is going to be dropping on Bandit PR and on YouTube and then on Spotify as well. So all this be together. I'll have the links to their Spotify website, their Tinder if they got one, whatever other links they got playing up there. Give them a follow and then also get tickets for the show coming up January 22nd next month at the Whiskey A Go Go. So whatever you do, always keep the horns up, baby.